I don't have rudder.
I'll be checking myself.
I've got rudder.
Mine is working. Are you brake testing the car?
Me?
Full power and full reverse. That seems that way in front of me. Someone else maybe.
Oh, that's probably me.
Yeah. Looking how quickly it spools up.
It's a solid 2 or 3 seconds before you start to. If you're idled, it takes about 2 or 3 seconds for it to start actually spinning up. Which 2 or 3 seconds when you're 20 seconds out from landing that's crucial time that you can't afford to lose.
Or even worse, on the runway.
Yeah.
If you want to abort your landing.
Yeah, with the Milvis Porter, I found that basically there's 2 ways to do this. Either you hold the condition all the way to low idle and avoid beta and come in shallow, and then you avoid falling flat on your face when you go in beta, because it does that. Or you just keep it high idle condition all the way to the max, and you're basically ready to reverse as soon as you hit the ground or shortly before. There's no in between. And the spool time's a little bit better if you keep condition at the max.
Yeah, I heard you.
That's what it's for.
I've been flying my caravan so overloaded out in New Britain that I've not really had the need to use my reverse thrust. I hit the ground at like 55, 60 knots, and then it's pretty easy to stop it. It doesn't like to roll out too far.
Well, that's one way to do it. I see the turboprop gang is representing out in force today. Everybody brought their porters, and I guess now everyone has a porter one way or the other. And back to the routes. I'm having fun with the JPL C152. No worries about going slow.
I'll probably try to keep it right about 120 to 130 in this caravan, so I'll be flying pretty slow. Might just really bug my maintenance crew and fly with my flaps down the whole time.
I don't think the porter actually can fly faster than that, so you know, you're still lagging behind just for our sake. I think cruise is like 120 something, or even below that.
Hello, good evening. This is Steeler.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I have a question. Anyone else sees that the navigational lines will disappear in the sense that it seems like you're already flying. So if you press V or show the visual VR, what's it called? Visual flight rules map, or is that just depending on the airplane that you have selected?
No, I have it too. In the, also my instruments.
Yeah, it's the same on your instruments in fact as well, yeah. So this is a recent, I don't know when this happened, but I have an older flight plan, which I did in January. This one now also has the same behavior. The nav line just progresses without you actually flying the course. Autopilot and everything still works, but yeah, that must be a recent, well, maybe 2 or 3 months ago, an issue that they... And it only happens with flight plans with many custom waypoints, I think.
I don't know what's going on with Silver Sides and this other plane. This is right at that.
Yeah, sometimes they reappear once you start
They
flying.
are
Not sure.
obviously
Yeah.
teleporters.
Two solutions for this problem. The first is you have to fly to the virtual waypoint time climb, and then it appears. The more simple solution is, if you have installed the GTN 750, just open it once, and this seems to repair or strip off the virtual waypoints, and the route appears in the normal instruments.
And what is the GTN? Is that an add-on with some
Yeah.
additional navigation system?
This is another GPS implementation. The base version is free, and there's also a pay option, but I have just the free version, and this works fine. It's
Yeah,
available
okay.
over the toolbar, and just open it once and close it again, and you have it in your normal instruments.
If you go to pms50.com, the last numbers, PMS and then the number 50.com, then you can download it for free. It's yeah. You can use it instead of your normal GPS.
I've basically converted everything over to it, and I've got the full version, and it is an absolute lifesaver. From the VCalc in the utilities section is awesome. You can calculate the exact point at which you want to reach a certain altitude right before your landing, right before you reach final, and just hit the mix on accident and shut my engine down. But yeah, that little VCalc is super handy. It pops up on your moving map on your MFD down on the bottom right, showing you how much time you have until you need to start descending, the altitude you need to peg it, and then the V speed you need to reach to attain that.
I don't
And
see
I
if I
think
might
in
have
the
my
paid
stuff
version
different.
you can also load a flight plan directly when you're in
Yes,
the sim.
I've yeah. I've flown probably 4 or 5 hours of flying, maybe 5 or 6, 7 stops. Never once going back to the menu, just reloading flight plans directly into the
That's neat to know
into the
that.
GTN 750.
No traffic.
Great tool. Best, I think it was $40. Yeah, best $40 I've spent in flight sim so far.
Is he still working on it? Still
Yeah.
improving it? Okay.
Yeah, one of his most recent updates, I'm pretty sure, I've not tried it yet, but I'm pretty sure you can graphically edit a flight plan in the sim using the GTN 750.
Oh, so you just grab a waypoint
There
with
it
the
is,
mouse,
VNav.
click it, and it's just updates?
Yep,
Target altitude.
Like touch controls. Cool.
yep.
6,000.
And another thing that's cool about the touchscreen is you can move it around. Like if you're wanting to see, just double check your altitude to make sure that you're clear over a certain range or something. You can click on your flight plan in like in an area where you think it's going to be too mountainous, and at every point it'll pop up the distance, the bearing, and the elevation of that point from your current position. So waypoint 1, I know that it's at 3,675 feet. It's right off my 160, and it's 10.1 miles out. It's a very, very handy tool.
I think everyone is here. 10 past 8 or 10 past the hour.
Ready to take off?
Someone is.
Yeah, someone's already rolling.
All right, let's go. Hope somebody hit 12 knot winds. That's what we got. Well, 11 knot right now. 11 knot crosswind. So. Oh.
Oops, forgot to set my time and weather. Whee!
Alright, Cessna Delta Papa Tango taking off.
You're the first one that announces it.
Sorry.
Of the 30 people.
Well, I was just assuming that was obvious, right?
Yeah, I think we have to work on our ATC skills.
Wasn't it obvious when I hit the throttle that I was about to take off? ATC?
Yeah, we're too much bush pilots.
We're not used to flying around other people.
Uncontrolled.
I would be flying in VR, but I haven't figured out how that works recording it, guys, so kind of what you got. Figure it out for next time.
I'm gonna level out at about 6,000 and try to keep it around 120.
It's 3,200 feet, basically.
Coming up on the town of Andacolo. A little mining town here. In fact, there's a couple of mines you can see just to the east of the town.
Just east of town, oh yeah. Very nice.
So, has anyone been here in this country for real, or anyone familiar with this country in particular?
Not for me. No.
No.
It's not really touristic area, I think. Mining country.
Closest I have been to something like that was when there was an invitational flight in Carpathians in Romania. At least I was there on vacation, but I missed that one. So yeah, I've been there in real life, but not in the sim. But here, never.
Where's Bingham going?
There's an airstrip right here that I was going to do a touch and go on.
Okay.
SAAD.
SAAD, Andacolo, yeah. I don't see it yet, I just see the town, but then again...
Lovely
so
Philly,
distant.
just touched down at it. It's a little dirt strip just to the between the river and the road.
Yeah, I see the river.
Oh, that one.
Touch and go, right? Not full stop.
500.
Yeah.
We can fly past.
Put a little slip in it.
Yeah, I see a line of you guys doing touch and goes. What's after that?
Whee! Jesus, that was a... Oh, we getting low? Oh, we can get low. We get real low.
Oh, it's not looking good. Bit rough.
We'll have a full stop up at the next one, SAEI.
Let those come back down a little bit. No, I'm not stalling. Get out of here. Bingham, is your thaw system working?
No.
Oh.
Just waiting to hear it, but I guess I'm not going to hear it. "106 feet was the closest I got to the ground right there.
And it didn't give you the 500 call out?
Yeah.
Skimming it. Oh shoot. Hello. Alright, SAEI, where are you at? 35, 36, alright. Slow down a lot of it.
Between waypoint 3, 4, and 5, we're going to be flying through this little saddle right here at the south side of this volcano.
Someone passed over.
500.
See their shadow off to my 25. Who is it? Still can't see it. That must be way up there.
So I can really appreciate how the Kodiak is getting the 2 more weeks treatment.
Yeah, I've read somewhere that they're doing something controversial with the amphibious version, like expecting additional money. Is that right? You heard that?
I've not, and I just crashed.
Yeah,
Like,
Oh,
Terrain.
Sim just crashed
overspeed
completely.
or CFIT or terrain?
It was actually CTD.
Ouch. Worst kind. Leading cause of flight simulator fatalities.
So
Yeah,
when it
so-
just
The regular Kodak's going to be €30 from my understanding, and then the amphibious one's going to be €15 in a separate package.
Yeah, I think that sets them on the puts them on the back foot against Milvis, really. And what's that? Who's doing the Twin Otter? Aerosoft?
Aerosoft.
Yeah. Probably not a smart move,
Dip down
at
as
least
well.
in my
So,
opinion. Really.
The Aerosoft is.
and see, I'm not that desperate to get a Kodiak with floats on it, so
Yeah.
I probably
yeah,
just
makes
won't buy it.
sense. The popular version is gonna be the wheeled one anyway, because of the YouTube channel and all that. So.
Yeah, I've got no desire for the amphibious one as well.
Well, I guess I'll meet you guys on the ground at SAB or SAEI. Yeah. And hopefully it doesn't crash on me again for the rest of the trip.
I guess you could also spawn there and just wait for us, but that's less fun. Last
Well, that
time
was-
this happened to me, I just made a straight beeline to the next waypoint and I caught up with the rest in, like, I guess 15 minutes.
Alright, let's try to find this airport. Is that it? That might be it.
500.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, jeez. Whoa, wait.
Is anybody here using DX12 beta, and what do you think? Any opinions? Anybody's in favor or against? How's it working? How's it working at your guys' flight sims?
I tried it for air races and it slowed me down to nothing. I've got a triple panel set up and it crushed me.
Where is this thing?
Yeah, because I hear it all over that. I tried it, it made my sim slower, and it's weird because for me it actually made it faster, so it seems like I'm the
Oh, that's
outlier. I don't know why, I don't know where's the bottleneck, but For me, against everyone else's opinions, you know, contrary to everyone else, it's actually working better than ever. Best since alpha for me. Which is weird.
Yeah, I lost frames with it.
Yeah, but they told they have only converted in DX12, and they didn't some tweaks or something else.
Yeah, so this is just groundwork for future updates, right?
Yep.
What is going on?
Yeah, for me, it didn't make any improvement, but the load shifted from the CPU to the GPU.
Well, I guess it makes sense. So maybe I was bottlenecked by the CPU and moving the workload helped.
That's all that should really help me.
Is this touch and go?
I think this one's a full stop, right?
No!
At SAEI, Sierra Alpha Echo India.
Yeah, it's full stop.
Right. Road. But this folks.
Try it, no! Oh, what is he flying? Got the Mooney model, but find something else.
Okay, I see it. Does anybody have the wind?
Oh, that's what I was gonna do. Get the wind up.
Like
on this
wind
thing.
direction, because I'm in a rickety old 152 and there's no computer telling me.
260 degrees, thereabouts, 12 knots.
That's 260, thanks.
Yeah, these
okay.
crosswinds are wicked.
Okay, it was a crosswind
So,
landing.
yeah, no matter how you play it, crosswind. Alright.
Where's the guide?
I'm loading in at 3.6, 3.4.
Dino P? Oh, there. Oh. Goodbye. Oh, no,
Hey, Rusty Chorizo.
This guy could be in the way of all my landing footage. I might have to move.
Finally caught up.
Subdued rat. And Jay Jose. Oh, oh, oh. Full free.
Alright, I'm coming down for 1.5-ish. Runway 1.5-ish.
You look good.
I'm coming from the opposite direction.
Beautiful. You can meet in the middle.
That's from where you're looking. We got some people that did my direction.
Well, if everyone stays to the right, it should be okay.
Exactly.
So my job is go left.
If you stay right, whatever side, it should be good.
Ah, we just missed this touchdown. Oh
There'll
no!
always be a few British people that take the other way.
If anybody's just joining us, we're at SAEI. And one of the things I really like about this area, I like how the grasslands kind of just meld right into the mountains. There's not a real defined alpine zone up here.
Yeah, I wonder if this runway is actually, you know, landable in the condition in which it's depicted, because it seems there's quite a lot of bushes baked into the arches. I wonder if this thing's even still, you know, workable.
It may not
Because
be.
FS database has, you know, funny things in it.
You land on every runway at least once.
Yep.
Yep.
Any landing you can walk away from.
It's a good one. I landed last night. I was flying in New Britain, and one of my favorite airstrips over there is AYKE, or Billy Airport, and it's a 20-foot wide asphalt strip on the ridgeline of a mountain. There's no center line deviation that takes place when you land at that place. You're either on the airfield or you're off the airfield.
What's funny is in Google Map replacement, this is not a strip at all.
What did it replace it with? Just trees? More trees?
Just kind of a indistinct dirt.
Yeah, okay, then it's the same thing. It's what we've got.
Okay. So there's no like windsock, no nothing to make you think it's a airstrip.
No. Just a field. But I am interested to see what this route looks like with the Google Maps imagery. So, do share some screenshots.
I think everyone is on the ground.
Alright. Rolling out. .15-knot crosswind. And I'm weather vaning like crazy coming down this strip.
Which way is it going?
I'll just cross the runway.
Ooh.
Oh no!
Big gust.
Sorry.
That's about, what, 20 degrees crab to fly down the runway?
Yeah.
Jesus.
I'm still crabbing coming out off of the takeoff. It'll turn into about an 18-knot tailwind though once I get up past this mountain here.
Yeah, I'm turning into the headwind. I'm about to take off into a 13-knot tail. That's yeah. Whee! We're off again.
Das ist echt nervig.
Yeah.
Not stalling. Let's try out this weather thing.
Where's your desktop? I like it.
You crashed?
The desktop.
Same thing happened to me just before I got to that last airstrip. Maybe hopefully it's not something in this area.
I did nothing. I stand on the airstrip and did nothing, and then
Weather thing doesn't seem to work.
the simulator is losing.
Yeah, but SU7 is more stable, right?
Right. So far, I've yet to have any crash to desktop until just 15 minutes ago. It was the first one I've had all week.
That must be something with the group flight.
Okay, I'm changing to the FA to the F18. Catch you. Just kidding.
I need to make
Good
a
luck
live
flying
reset.
that thing at 120 knots. Winnie and Wazo and myself had some fun with it. F-18 out over Malibu and LAX, buzzing the airfield. Bunch of. I'm sure that they were talking trash on
Weather radar does not.
VATSIM about 3 F-18s crowding LAX.
I found out there's a button you have to press to activate the afterburner.
Yeah. And that you can climb up to, what, 65,000 feet? Is that what you reached?
20,000 feet per minute.
No, when we were flying, I didn't know that it had an afterburner. I mean, I knew like the actual thing did. I just thought they were lazy and didn't put it in the game.
Oh yeah, to map it to something.
Maybe it's a good thing they did not implement the SR-71 as an X-plane.
Yeah.
Misused a lot.
Well, one of the things that I noticed with the F-18, and one of the reasons why I can't see myself flying it often, or even, you know, I doubt I'll ever actually fly it again, because one of the problems I had was it flew faster than my terrain could load.
If you fly
So-
low to the ground,
Yeah, it looks horrible. It looks horrible after about 30 seconds of straight and level flight at top speed, because everything starts becoming this Play-Doh-esque landscape of unloaded terrain. I did manage to crash my F-18 into a Costco parking lot though, so I think that chalks it up as a win.
What did Costco ever do to you?
Welcome to Costco. I love you. Welcome to Costco. I love you. That's a classic right there. I don't know if you guys have seen Idiocracy, but if you haven't, you need to go watch the documentary on how life is right now.
When did that come out?
2003
5
or 5. Mike Judge, creator of King of the Hill, Beavis and Butthead,
Office Space.
Office Space. Yeah, got a red swing line stapler.
Lying next to Conville.
Got a 20-knot tailwind right now,
And 17.
and it's making it really hard to maintain 120 knots in this caravan. I'm outputting 1,000 foot-pounds of torque, which is really low.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. It's pushing me to 130.
Which hopefully once we get around this range, it'll block some of that western wind.
Hello.
Coming up on
It's AK flyer.
Laguna Quinzo, which is a lava pit that has basically just filled up with rainwater. But there's lots of lakes like this all through the mountains over here, where they're just low spots where volcanic eruptions or lava flows have taken place, and they've since filled up either with spring water or rainwater, and you get these little lakes all over the place.
That's right, that is an AK flyer. There you go. Oh, there goes 6-pack.
This is part of the southern volcanic fields of the Andes. Stretches from about 100 miles north of where we're at to about 100 miles south of where we're at.
Amphibious
Just
bush trip
hunt.
win.
No. I don't trust these lakes to land on. That's another thing I don't trust about. I don't trust the Sims water to land on, which is one of the reasons why I've kind of shied away from amphibious stuff. Because you get a lot of those like jagged breaks and stuff in the water texture, so you'd be landing, and then all of a sudden your plane nosedives over somersaults, and you crashed because you hit a 6-foot wall in the middle of a lake for some reason.
You're acting like that's a problem.
All right. I try not to actively encourage negligence in flying.
Oh, I figured you were going to say you try not to encourage 6-foot walls in the middle of your leg.
Oh well, yeah. That's the primary cause.
Stay positive. At least you've got landing gear, you know, wheels as well. So in every case where the sim recognizes lake surface as, you know, land, you can still just, you know, pull out your gear and just land as if it's land. You're still good.
I'll keep that in mind.
That's a good point. He's got a
Actually
point.
did this once. I was like, okay, we're doing this search and rescue near-fly mission. Okay, it's time to get ready for water landing. And I'm like, wait, why is there trees growing in the middle of the lake? Oh, okay. Because the water was actually too dark and it didn't recognize it. Mountain lake in British Columbia. Somewhere around marshmallow fisheries, stuff like that.
Sounds like it's quite exciting. I've not flown much neofly. I think the last time I flew it was almost a year ago now.
Watch your heads!
Did
Watch
you
your
switch to
heads!
something else? I can't live without neofly. I need a purpose. Something that will make me burden the plane with excessive loads and
Well,
try to fly.
originally it was on air. That kind of captured my mind for a while, and then the Bush Divers VA system has been my go-to, provided that the rental aircraft doesn't lock me out of the plane after each flight.
Oh. Gotta try it. You guys doing this on Volanta or?
No, it's a completely home-built system with a tracker and everything. This is kind of a cool spot right here. There's a bunch of lava flows right here, and you can actually see the contours and the flows as they've settled and solidified.
All the white stuff is old lava flows.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Almost like a moonscape.
That'd probably eat bush tires.
Oh yeah. Obsidian and whatnot in there probably would shred them pretty well. You'll see in this between waypoint 10 and 11, especially if you look off to the left more, there's going to be quite a few of those little pockmark lakes that they look kind of green in the sim, but they're just little shallow pools of water that have formed in the pockets.
Hey, there's one right there.
And off to our left, way up there, that's the volcano. It's Cerro Bayo is the name of it. It's a volcanic mountain right there. A lot of these flows that we're flying over right now came from right up there. little bit of an interesting escarpment that we're about to fly over right here. You see some of the lava flows down at the bottom at the base of it. And that's a real nice escarpment right over there. The definition and the erosion along the side of it's really pronounced and kind of nice looking. Almost a pattern to it.
Yeah, this is awesome terrain.
I'm seeing a 208 do some maneuvers that I don't think I've ever seen.
Yeah, he's been doing them the whole time. He's doing some interesting stuff.
I got the 900 horse mod, so it helps.
I hear Stolhorn.
That's overspeed horn.
Never change, AK Flyer. Never change.
Well, the realism mod for this porter seems to work real well, and it does improve the flight characteristics, and it does fly more like a porter. But oh boy, I've been flying in burn-up mode all the way, trying to keep up with you.
Does the go ahead.
Yeah, I was doing 150. So.
Oh yeah.
Without the mod, yeah, just the in-game one. It moves right along, but if you put the realism mod from gravel on it, which makes it more like a porter, yeah, I'm in burn-up mode. If I didn't have damage off, I'd have blown my engine a long time ago. I can barely do 130.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Which is the same as the Milvis one.
Does that have engine damage model like the Milvis one does?
Actually, I don't know. I'm not brave enough to turn damage off to find it out.
I think I saw somebody do a nose plant today, and you know, the Milvis one does this sort of effect where your engine stops. I didn't see it, but then again, I don't know if this model.
This thing's a lot of fun to fly. I just wish it was a little faster.
Yeah, there he goes again. Beautiful.
I'm doing 129. Trying to keep it at this.
I'm doing
God, he's coming down like a
110
lawn dart.
and trying not to redline my 152, and I'm having fun too.
As long as everybody's having fun, that's all that matters.
That's
I
right.
gotta start navigating because I can't see your lights. I gotta start actually paying attention to where I'm going.
He parked himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a tree or close.
The area we're coming up into now is part of the Rio Grande Valley of Argentina. It's a little bit more impressive, in my opinion, than the Rio Grande in the States.
Did you say largely more impressive?
Did I? I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
I thought
Just
you were
talking.
making a pun.
We'll go with that. We'll go with I'm a normal, cognitive human being who said largely better than something else. up ahead of us when we start to, after we've landed and taken off from this next airfield, we're gonna make a little bit of a beeline out towards the northeast, and that's gonna take us out into La Pampa Negra, which is the black pampa, black grasslands, and it's referred to as that due to the volume of pumice stone and other volcanic ash that's settled in the area and turned the grassland a little darker color than it is elsewhere in Argentina.
Is that where they raise the cows for the super expensive beef?
Excuse me.
You got me there. Maybe.
It's a thing in Poland. You've got restaurants with Argentinian beef that's super crazy expensive. It even trumps sushi in prices.
In the States, we refer to Japanese beef, some Japanese beef, as being super high quality. Kobe beef, Wagyu.
Oh yeah, Wagyu.
But I don't know what kind of beef is raised here in Argentina. I'm sure it's pretty good quality since it's a massive amount of grassland here to raise cattle on.
Well, the other option is they tricked us here in Poland that it's not exclusive at all. So we'll go with your explanation. I hope it's good. Can't afford it, so you know. Can't tell.
Oh no! That would be wild if it's just like regular beef and they're like, nah, it's super high quality, it's from Argentina, dude. Or not, maybe it wouldn't be wild. They can disagree with me, it's alright. I think it'd be crazy. I see it happening too.
I was gonna make a joke about drinking Polish people, but it might be a bad taste.
Ah, don't worry. I've got a fix it.
That would have been spicy. What unit just put up? Unit. I think it's units. Oh, there's just a screenshot of her. That's nice. So there's an airstrip over here somewhere. And I'm starting. All this talk about ground beef or whatever made me extremely hungry.
You're gonna make some ground beef ceviche. You're gonna risk it for the biscuit.
If I knew what that was, maybe. What is ceviche?
Some ground beef tartare. Well, ceviche is a way of cooking mostly fish with basically citric acid. You basically just put lemon juice and lime juice over fish, and the acid in the juice kind of cooks it, so to speak.
What? I gotta try that now.
Wow.
Sounds interesting.
This probably wouldn't be a great place to get ceviche. I can't imagine that the seafood markets here in the Andes are
Makes sense.
stocked.
If they have it, it's not really fresh anymore, I think.
No, definitely.
You don't think it's the
Sounds
same
like-
quality as their beef?
I bet you their beef is probably much fresher than their seafood.
It's only a mountain range, a few miles inland.
exactly, no problem.
There you go. somebody
It
got
sounds like the
Thank
kind of
Christ.
place where they would sell anything they can get their hands on and pass it off as seafood. And fresh, too.
Ooh,
Well, you can tell that with your nose, so I guess
that sounds
wouldn't go
dubious.
that far, but still.
I mean, there's people out there who really like lutefisk, and I don't know how you could possibly eat them.
Is that
That's the
that,
Scandinavian one, right? The one that's
Yeah.
marinated in a hideous way that I can't even
I had a
remember.
buddy from Tonga many years ago, Tonga Tapu, and he used to take, I don't know, stuff that come out of the sea and put it in a bucket with goat's milk and set it out on the sidewalk for a couple of days. He thought that was great.
Yeah, no.
What?
I don't know what the goat milk is supposed to do other than ruin it further.
Yeah, it was nasty.
We're landing no flaps.
You know, there's countries where
Flaps are a
you
crutch.
don't call such food spoiled. You just say it's a special kind of cuisine. You've got,
Seasoned.
yeah, exactly. Well seasoned.
Aged.
Aged cheese. You've got
There we
aged.
He'd
No
take fish
milk and
stuff like
cream
octopus and stuff
in
and
East
put it in a
Europe.
bucket, cover it with goat's milk, and just set it on the sidewalk for a couple of days until it fermented, and then eat that. Not cooked, all raw. He thought that was great stuff from Tonga Tapu.
God. Well, he was a connoisseur. That's what I would call it. Yeah. So, you know, at this stage where you're probably bored with normal good stuff, so you're looking for any kind of new thing.
Gotta spice up that marriage somehow, right, guys?
Yeah.
Oh,
Nothing like a bucket of fermented fish and goat milk to
nothing like
really
poisoning
set
your
the mood.
spouse.
We made him go back to his place to eat it. We couldn't take the smell in the break room.
Okay, next week we'll do a dish of the week, a local dish of the week that goes together well with the fly-in.
We'll see. What's the nearest town right here? Barrancas. Okay, Barrancas. Any cuisine specialties in Barrancas? I guess I can look up their restaurants real quick. Go into Google.
There's always a McDonald's somewhere.
You think there's a McDonald's in Barrancas? Let's find out.
I
Almost
guarantee
everywhere.
it.
Possible. I'm passing Butaranquil. It doesn't look like there's McDonald's or a gas station in there, but you know, you never know, I guess. Maybe it's just buildings not loading in my sim. So how's Barrancas? Any local specialties? Did the search turn up anything?
They have a market called Super Kiosco Angelita. So let's see what they, if I can Google
That's at the
search.
gas stations.
Mercado de los Nietos. Angelito. Mercadito Barrancas.
It's a population of 813 as of 2001.
Damn. That's the center of civilization.
You're right there.
Well, by the look of the aircraft at the airport, they're all drug dealers.
Yeah, I'll buy that. Definitely. I can believe that. Question is, what are we doing in all these GAs over here? It makes us like drug traffickers, kinda.
If you look up Barrancas in Google Maps, the image that pops up is a dog looking at a bench.
They
So you
have
know
a
you're in the
dog
right
and a
place.
bench. That's promising.
Oh, here's Restaurante La Cima. Do they have a website or a menu?
Yeah,
They
let's
offer
order takeaway
dine-in.
from South America.
They offer delivery, guys. So let's look at the menu, and everybody orders what they want.
Hey.
It's even wheelchair accessible.
Is it GA accessible?
one of the reviews for it is abundant food, clean place, and then the owner replied, "Thank you for trusting our place." ... I don't know what that means.
It's not ominous at all.
It looks like they got chicken and looks like some form of pizza
It seems that
and sandwiches.
he likes that his visitors have more trust in him than he has in himself.
There is a pizza with a bunch of French fries on the top of it.
I'm in.
This is my place right here. I'm gonna have to fly back in here again. Like a chicken fried steak with a massive fried egg on top of it.
Oh my god, I need to move there.
Anyways, oh, we're still waiting. Dino Pete.
Oh, you're waiting. No, don't wait up. I'm doing my best, but you know, you guys do you. I thought you were coming up on Sierra Alpha Bravo November, but you know, go on. Or maybe I'm just gonna switch to something faster. Nah, you guys go on. I'll catch up with you by the last waypoint.
You sure?
I'm grabbing great photos over here.
Okay.
We can try flying some patterns. Doing a landing competition at the restaurant you just looked up. That sounds fun, actually. Meet you at the restaurant?
Yeah, well, let's go check out the restaurant. And the winds have calmed down here on the west side of the mountain. I'm only getting 7 knots off the ridge.
Probably not that far off. Around waypoint 12, between 12 and 13. Maybe you guys just, I don't know, wait up 5 minutes more and I'll just catch up with you without going down at SABN. Or you can just go on if you want.
Those clouds are looking impressive.
Yeah, I think I'm going right under the big one. One to the southeast, I guess.
I think you can go straight to waypoint 15.
Yeah.
Maybe even 16 might be better.
I'm just following the river right now. There should be a lake to the left somewhere around here. Yeah, I recognize the river. Okay, so I'm halfway between 12 and 13 right now, so it's your call.
Well, after taking off, I'm flying over to Barrancas. Just gonna do a little orbit over and then hook back into formation.
I think I'll stay at waypoint 13 until Dino gets there.
I think I see your lights. Yeah, I see somebody taking off in the distance.
I'm coming towards you, almost, or crossing your line.
Almost looks like runway is down there on your way into town.
Yeah. Looks like a nice, sleepy little village. Oh, and there's there's a aerial marker on the side of this mountain. It's too low quality for me to read it right now. Let's see. I'm flying over it right now.
Oh, I
You're
see
using
it.
Google or Bing?
No, this is a Bing.
Okay, which one is it? East of Barrancas or northwest? What slope is
East
it?
of, or I guess due north of Barrancas. A little northeast, I guess.
Yeah, got
On the
it. Huge
hillside.
slope over there. Uh-huh.
I'm
Can't
trying
see it
to,
because of the clouds, but I believe you.
flying over it right now. Try to get a
Okay, I see you guys
next shot.
going north. Departing from SABN. I'm following the river.
Oh, it says Bienvenidos a Barrancas. Welcome
Oh,
to
there you
Barrancas.
go. Probably not many people arriving any other way than by air, so you know. I guess makes sense to put the welcome sign in this way.
Yeah, with a little triangle symbol of some kind under it there. Oh, it's a mountain. I see. Okay.
Uploading that screenshot.
Okay, I've got a turbo arrow on my 7 o'clock. Traffic nameplate's over, but hello
No,
there,
that's
friend.
me. G36
Oh, good to see you. Thanks for the assist.
should be. Oh, and I'm stalling. There I go. Whoa.
Oh God. Can't be that bad. Come on, 110.
Launch a flag.
Go, turbo arrow. It's because of Neofly. I always prefer to have shorter takeoff to make sure I can get out instead of faster cruise speed.
I think I was in your wake. It was too much.
Yes.
Wake
The
to the
wake of
limits.
152 is no joke. It's all
Yeah.
that power. You gotta do it like World War II escorts. Just go above me and do zigzags. You know, like a Mustang with a very lonely B-17. That's also very small.
Yeah. Too far away. I like to spy into the cockpit.
Trying to
One of
form.
you guys is close enough that I can actually hear you. Hey there.
Yeah, I can read your dials almost. That's your.
I'm gonna spawn the co-pilot. You tell me if you can see her.
I can
Probably
see
not.
from
It's probably not
left cheek.
syncing the state. Still empty.
Well, I am seeing one.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, she's.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I see her.
Wow. Well, kudos to JP Logistics, guys. I didn't think you'd see her,
Two
actually.
people now.
Okay.
There's someone in.
Darling, I'm overweight. Get out of here. She's gone.
You opened the door. You threw her out.
Yes, I did. She told me she had a parachute. And a friend over here. This is totally not human trafficking. 100%. You just gotta believe me.
Well, dude, this is Argentina. They sometimes throw people out of planes.
Helicopters, I think, is the normal.
Oh, that was dark. That was dark. I'd say too soon, but it's been several decades, but maybe still too soon.
But only if you're communist. If you're not communist, you don't have anything to worry about, wink wink.
Yeah, exactly. They ask you very kindly.
We don't have any Argentinians in the bush divers, I hope. Otherwise, there aren't any now, I guess.
Yeah, that's one way to put it.
Alright, I finally took off.
No, let's make it more modern. She was a snitch. It's completely not political. She was just working with the authorities, and she was not favorable to our little business. Sharing pizza, of course.
Pizza delivery.
That's a spicy pizza.
So where y'all are starting to fly over the Pampas Negras. I think I have to slew up and catch up. So when I dropped out of slew mode, my speedometer was still saying like 250 knots as it was slowing down.
Yeah, I've had that. It's fun turning physics on and off. I did it trying to troubleshoot something when doing a neofly mission or something. Something like delivery was to an adjacent amphibian airport, and it didn't want to complete the mission, so I was trying to slew over there, and I got a whole bunch of alerts like do not exceed airspeed of 250 knots, 10 Gs, yada yada.
Look out! So these hillsides here that are like dark, that's part of the Pampas Negras, the black grasslands. It's all the pumice stone and other volcanic ash that's settled on the landscape and given it a darker tone. Some red dirt right here. That's a little bit uncommon. A lot of iron in this soil. So if you look off to our right, you'll see just a lone volcano just jutting up into the horizon. And that is Volcan Payún, or Cerro Payún, which is one of the more prominent volcanoes on this eastern side over here. It's very distinct because it's not part of the main range. It's offset from the range.
And I'm getting some great photos over here. And thank you to my kind escorts, you guys are featuring
Okay, thanks.
in the wallpapers.
I put a screenshot of you too. The screenshot section.
I believe that's the volcano he's talking about.
You can do a live stream.
Yeah, but I think screenshots of the events would be posted in the event text.
Makes
Yeah,
sense.
we can do. Oh,
Right up here you can really see the lava flows and the kind of the, I'm trying to think what the word for it is, where the lava flow doubles back on itself and makes like a little hump.
Can't tell without a dictionary, but it's a thing. I was actually thinking of trying the turbo arrow because I bought it for Black Friday sale today, but I was like, nah, I'm not gonna take a new one. I'm just gonna blow the engine.
Pretty resilient, to be honest.
And you can open all the doors and I don't know, I like the arrow.
Seems like a gadget, but it's fun actually, yeah. It's a nice thing.
Doesn't do too well in New Guinea, but anywhere where you've got plenty of flat space. Right.
Not very stall friendly, right? Well.
I'm noting all of these.
Zenith sells for peanuts nowadays in the marketplace. Zenith CH701, I think.
Yeah.
Watched the review and it seems it can land on a posting stamp and take off from one as well.
That's
crazy cool thing.
not a lot of weight. It's got pretty
definitely.
good size wingspan for such a small airframe.
Yeah, the weight thing is, I guess, it's a deal breaker when you're doing some sort of economic add-on, like, you know, yeah, virtual airlines or Neofly or FS Economy or whatever. No, stuff like Porter goes all the way up to your first choice because of how much it can take.
Yeah, I've actually one of my favorite aircraft to fly, just because of the weight it can carry. I really like the X-Cub. I mean, it's a surprisingly high amount of cargo for what you would expect.
Yeah, they even did a mod at Bush League Legends, I think, with the belly cargo pod. That one was nice. It always feels kind of weird to me, like, I know it can carry as much in terms of weight, but in terms of volume, you're just, you know, flying a Cub. Where do you fit all that?
Right.
Yeah, my problem with X-Cub is probably the computer, avionics, really. It's a pet peeve. I like classical stuff because stuff like, you know, GTN 750, G1000, G3X, all this fancy Garmin stuff, basically takes away all the navigational challenge, all of it. I mean, that's what it's for, really, yeah. That makes the game more boring for me. Can't wait until they bring out the Steam Gauge Porter. I don't like too much situational awareness. Curious how that may sound.
Well, for me it's a lifesaver flying in New Guinea and in New Britain and that area.
Bad weather.
Where you have, you know, almost always IMC. You really need that synthetic vision to.
That's true.
Eyeball you.
So what's this lake we're coming up on?
This lake is actually part of the Rio Grande. It's just a portion where it's been widened out. I don't think it actually has a name. Let's see if it does.
Was our wind picked up? Crap, pretty, yeah. Straight cross at 14.
No, this lake doesn't have a name. I guess technically it may be referred to as Laguna del Rio Grande, or like the Rio Grande Lagoon or lake. It's just a portion of the river.
Willem, you okay?
We have lost one. We have lost one.
I forgot my floats.
Yes, we saw it.
Is that a failed water landing? It was a failed water landing, right?
It was a water landing inverted though.
Oh, the best kind.
That damn vertical stabilizer gets in the way all the time. It doesn't work like the rudder.
I thought it's the water rudder.
Yeah, that's what I thought too, but it doesn't work.
Damn.
Oh, you are way up here, Bang.
Yeah, I'm toning it down. Going a little bit too fast. We're fast approaching our turn up into the mountains, where we'll be flying through the Paso Pehuenche. Kind of eager to see what the winds are going to be like going up into them.
Willem, did you crash into the water, or was it?
Yeah, I was skirting the water inverted. So what do I?
How did you rejoin that fast?
I just had crash off and I flew back up and flew.
Ah, okay. Thanks.
Yeah, no problem. I'm playing the arcade version today.
And that's perfectly fine. Sometimes it's recommended, especially in some of these places we fly.
Ah, okay. You don't use easy to hard to live. You're using easy to live.
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
Yeah, we sometimes I make recommendations to turn crash damage off before like some impromptu landing stuff.
Sometimes I don't read what's going on and just join and fly.
I don't think I've written it down in any of the documentation or anything. It's just kind of a impromptu announcement. You know, we're doing a random landing somewhere on a grass field. Probably should turn crash damage off.
I'm used to landing at every waypoint with flight side join, so it's really hard not to be touching birds.
Yeah, speaking of random landings in grass fields, you just passed a nice one.
I know. I was looking at that one.
Rusty found a nice cliff back here as well. Did a cliff take off?
That at least deserves a touch of it.
A little bit of a touch and go right there.
Okay, challenge accepted.
Just these little sandbars that protrude out into the river.
Well, the lighting's doing strange stuff in the SAM over water. Anybody else notice that? It's like the lighting is rotating or something.
Nope, I don't have that. So for me, it's just like landscape gradually fading out into the water, because I guess they gotta do the transition somehow.
There's a pretty nice bridge coming up just past waypoint 21. We can try to find a spot to land up next to, or maybe below it. There's just a couple, looks like there's a couple of sandbars that go underneath the bridge.
Pass below, pass below.
I don't know how easy it's going to be to pass below. I don't know how high it is.
I suppose it will work with the F-18 if you are fast enough.
Well, at least you get high-speed pieces coming out the other side.
Probably can do
Yeah,
that.
not even that, because you don't have fragmentation and stuff. Sorry, MSFS. No fun allowed.
True.
Got a real nice little roadway here paralleling the river. And a hotel or a lodge, which doesn't look like it's modeled in. I can see the texture of like the docks. Got a little boat ramp. Approaching waypoint 21. Then we'll make our turn to the west, start heading up into the mountains.
Yeah, that's where we get really close to the 10,000 feet altitude, right? In terms of
Yeah.
ground elevation.
I'm trying to get close enough to that caravan I can tie a rope on its tail. You can pull me up the mountain.
Yeah, I'm thinking ahead, because I know we're gonna be climbing, so now I'm not just flying slow, I'm flying slow and climbing.
Planning ahead.
Okay, is that something new in the sim? I don't think I've ever seen it in sim before. The moon is directly ahead of us.
What time do you have?
9 o'clock local, according to the post. Or I guess something later if you're doing live/live.
I always see the moon. It's usually where it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I see it.
I think that's
So-
new, but it's nice.
Can you do it, Bingham?
I'm not gonna be able to pass under this one, but I'm gonna land next to it.
The bridge around Plane 1?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think I see it. Barras Blancas. North-south bridge over the Rio Grande.
You must have picked the busiest road in the country to land on.
These AI auto-generated guys drive everywhere. They even drive in the Chernobyl exclusion zone. Nothing's gonna stop them. Shoot them, blast them, they always come through.
From the looks of it, it looks like the traffic is driving under the bridge.
MSFS standard. Yep.
We're going under.
Are we? Are you
I
doing
am.
it?
Yeah.
Oh,
job.
wow. No!
The bridge was very low, huh?
Yeah, it's real low.
You crashed, did you?
There's a few of them that are making it.
It's real
Yeah,
low.
but I got hooked in the water.
Triton got that done.
Well, I'll go ahead and start my rollout and join you guys who just passed under.
I was gonna land, but okay.
There's gonna be some more opportunities for some high-risk landings up ahead.
Bet.
We leaving crash damage on for those ones?
I would recommend not, because there's not gonna be anywhere else to spawn nearby other than just clicking on the spawn on another plane. So there's not an immediate need to expedite climbing, but just a gradual climb up to 8,000 will probably set us straight for the most part.
Back between waypoint 20 and 21, did you guys notice that there's like a lot of these places that look like there used to be houses but aren't anymore along the road? It's like empty lots, like there used to be a house there and now it's empty. That's weird.
You see that local flight simmer to the southwest? It's got a very local name, Angry Llama.
Is he?
There you found the Argentinian guy. He's an angry llama because of the jokes about throwing people out of the helicopter.
Is he not in here in the voice chat? Because I think he's been with us the entire time.
He's so much in front.
Y'all are just lagging behind.
He's here.
Oh, he's here. Okay. Because he's at the destination.
Okay, guys, no wandering. I need a break. I have to pee.
That's what autopilot's for.
Just pee in a bottle. Be a real man. Throw it out the window.
Yeah, I guess you can't really do the army thing and throw out and piss out the window in a plane. Or can you? Never tried it.
Sounds difficult.
I thought that's what this little window on the side of the 208's for.
Oh yeah, right, exactly. Storm window. There's a storm coming and you just gotta make it rain.
I mean, most of it gets on the side of the plane.
Helps wash it.
Gross.
That's from the headwind, I guess.
What were you saying about the water?
Oh, someone commented earlier that the lights seem to be doing some sort of rotating effect.
Yeah, over bodies of water, it
Yeah,
seems
when
like.
I'm close to it, it seems like a few feet.
You gotta fly low to see it? Like close to the
If you
surface?
needed any incentive to do so, yeah.
Yeah, I'm on the Y5 too. If I go down, I just can't go back up. A one-way trip. Now that I'm at NK, I'm not going down to you guys. No way, I worked so hard for this. Like half an hour of climbing.
Angry Llama, if you want to salute to us, we're past or approaching waypoint 23 at the moment.
Just flying the route at like 16 speed.
No, I think he means the Y key on the keyboard. I mean, that's the default. What I got it for. You can do your thing as well.
Do it at 16 times compression.
I am. I wish you guys could see this. You might be able to see me like fly across the map as I'm coming at you. Caravan, Mach 2 caravan.
You're testing supersonic behavior of a caravan.
Bumpy. But the autopilot won't do it. I'm going to hand fly it.
Seriously, it's like they removed entire towns. What's going on in this place? Are they building them up or removing them?
Well, a lot of the economy in this area was mostly mining, and some of it's transitioned to tourism. Some of it hasn't transitioned at all and has become ghost towns. So that might be what you're seeing is just little ghost towns. But up here, approaching waypoint 23, if anybody needs to stop by, there is a hospital.
No,
so if you crash, the nearest hospital is going to be way back over here.
I'm gonna put up some screenshots after we're done. Seriously, it looks like, you know, I get that you can have ghost towns, but these look like the buildings were outright demolished, like razed to the ground, and that's the weird part.
Could have also been abandoned due to volcanic activity.
Oh yeah, that's possible as well, I guess. I mean, if they're made of bright limestone, maybe they blended in on the sat photo and they're actually there. They just look like razed to the ground. It's interesting. Gotta do a Google.
My speed is gross.
Yeah, you tell me.
144 knots. But it's... I guess I'm the only one that uses the antiquated measurement of a gross.
Oh, I got it.
Oh,
oh man, I gotta slow down.
Yeah, I get it now. Okay.
A dozen.
I once had a friend help me with a gross of bottle rockets stuck in my back pocket. He lit them.
Oh boy, that sounds painful, actually.
It was.
You should know better than to put those things in your back pocket.
Yeah, well, at least around other people, and then those people.
And setting them on fire, yeah, doesn't help.
There's been too many cartoons demonstrating that.
Exactly.
Were they Acme brand bottle rockets?
I don't think so, but could have been.
Only 20 knot winds from the due west.
It's getting up to 26 up here.
Just passing 6,500.
$500.
I tried to build the route through the mountains here to follow the roadway. Since the roadway is claimed that it only goes up to 8,500 feet, so 9,500, 10,000 should be the most we have to go.
Doesn't look that way, but I'll trust you.
Just follow the road.
Yeah, I better. Then again, with the speed of this 152, I can just land on it if I can't make it.
Have you checked the traffic forecast?
You mean road traffic?
Yeah.
Just gonna be this long red strip on Google Maps, and it's gonna be backed up traffic because he landed in the middle of the roadway.
Yeah, thank God these guys don't wait up for us. Unlike in-sim airliner traffic, that's always a fun one. You're approaching an airport and they're like, Airbus 320, follow the 152 on final. Or follow Diamond D. Yes, that's me delaying some 200 odd people in the air. That's what they do in real life at ATC. Okay, yeah, you just hug along after the GA guy.
I also like how the generic traffic lands and then just disappears like 5 seconds after it touches down.
Yeah, I don't think there's a good solution right now. I recently checked 3 separate things. Well, 2, I guess. I attempted to try AIG traffic, but it's just too convoluted for me, or I'm too stupid for it. And I just didn't get it to work. It seems it's not live traffic, it's more like running according to timetables. So I guess nice, but too much effort for me. I tried a thing that's called enhanced live traffic, and I think I like this one the best, but it's alpha and very buggy. It's just doing a data dump from Flight Radar 24. It's really live traffic, not with delay of 3 to 5 to 10 to whatever minutes, like the one you get with this sim, like real time. So if you have an airport on live ATC and stream the ATC chatter, the guy's like holding short, and he really is there holding short, and he will start going when they let him go. But it's also buggy because they're teleporting on the ground, because that's just how Flight Radar signal on the ground is. Because it's very inconsistent and people are just listening into the transponder signal on the radio. You can get good reception when the guy's on the ground.
Approaching waypoint 25, there's an awesome bit of cliff face here on the left, and it gets really, really dodgy with the wind, and I've missed the road. Turning.
Oh guys, I'm back. I found a shortcut.
I would like to see a better solution though to the live traffic. I'm flying in New Guinea. The only places I've ever really seen live traffic come in is Sentani and Port Moresby.
Well, it's flight aware. Flight aware is not very good for, less civilized areas. Their coverage is spotty. If I enhance live traffic, see what's up.
You wanting to start a fight?
Shit.
Less civilized, my ass.
Less
I feel
populated.
like less popular. You're right. No, it's just I'm used to thinking about my own country as less civilized, so it's just dark humor and self-denigration. And don't feel offended. Offend my own home country all the time.
But the country.
In game, I've got 146 UTC.
Local seems to be 1123. I think that's what the quartz in my Cessna is saying. It's just in the computer. It shouldn't be running late.
Isn't it summer down
10:52
here?
from starting at 9 a.m.
Yeah, I had to restart a couple of times, so I'm off. I'm 10:45 local.
It's summertime here, right?
Yes.
That's right. Southern Hemisphere should be summer around this time.
Maybe it's the overlay I'm using, but I've got snow.
Yeah, I see that too. I wonder if it's clouds or snow.
No, it's snow where I'm at.
Yeah, it's
But is it baked in the texture, or is it like live snow?
Yeah, no, it looks like baked in. It's definitely baked in. It's the Google overlay.
There probably was snow laying around when they shot the photos.
That makes sense.
Well, I'm gonna do an impromptu landing here at waypoint 29, which is right on the border.
Taco Bell?
Yes. Think outside the button,
Mm-hmm. Yes. In the future, all restaurants are Taco Bell. No one's going to get that reference, I don't think.
Along with the 3 seashells?
Yes, very good. Very good. John Spartan.
You have been fine. 5 credits, John Spartan.
That's right.
It's the look on his face when he discovers how they have fun together.
Right. Exactly. Turns out it's just VR. Turned out that's what, you can do that. Oh, hey, look, a runway. Kinda.
Where?
Well, looked kind of like a runway. Never mind.
Good enough for me?
There's actually like this little terrain gap that is right on the border. No, it looks like it's gonna crash. It's gonna crash me if I hit it.
I'm on the ground.
Picnic?
We're gonna have a picnic.
Okay.
Where we want to have a picnic at?
Donville, no.
Yeah, I
seems
tried to
to have-
follow Bingham up that hill. Then it started flying. Then I tried to get it back down on the hill. Then it wouldn't come back down. Then I stalled. Yeah.
Okay.
Who's John Stormer? Johnson.
But I'm honest, this area is very boring.
Texture's
Yeah.
low res, I'm fine.
Yeah, we can get the hell out of here and get up to the lake.
Yeah, this is.
I want to buy something, but there's no shop, there's nothing.
There should be some buildings.
Yeah,
here.
it's a very touristic area here.
Not stalling.
But not for now.
Some area to turn around.
Mountains look much better on the western slopes. We're gonna fly through a pretty tight valley.
Some G's.
But right here, this is Laguna del Maule, which is a volcanic lake. Makes up part of the caldera here.
I suppose this area is not really being mapped. It's very, very. I don't know the word for it. It's
Blurry or photo quality.
blurry. Thank you.
It's gotta be far away enough. It looks really good if you're up at 10,000. Then it probably gets worse as you get closer.
It's a shame. This is really pretty on the Google.
Above 10,000, but I'm at 9,000.
You're farther up the road. That's why. The ground's closer.
I suppose it's
I'm
not
at
getting better if
23.
I'm climbing 4,000 feet.
I'm at 23, so at least a couple of forks and some valleys behind you guys. And that's the part where I'm flying with my rudder and helping my wife open the wine. What did you do?
Multitasking and flight refreshments.
Yeah, exactly.
You're helping
And
your
there you
wife
go.
out the door.
Ah. At least it's good wine.
Did you bring enough for the whole class?
Yeah.
Crap. I'm gonna send you some online. I just gotta figure out how to do it. I guess we can order refreshments from one of the local stores that you guys just Googled, just like that restaurant. There's gotta be some form of delivery up here.
What wine do you think would pair with the pizza with fries one?
One that's open, the bottle's not broken. One that's full. Yeah, those are my best guesses.
That's a good answer.
Box wine.
Box wine, yes sir.
Oh, nice one.
Once we get past the lake, it's pretty much all downhill from here. So we can just ride this river valley all the way out. It'll take us all the way to the lake where the final airstrip is just off the coast of.
900. Don't need your altitude readouts, Gladys. go hill surfing.
Quite a few little waterfalls. Unfortunately, the sim doesn't do a good job of giving you justice.
Can't blame them. Nobody's figured that out yet. I mean, I know it sounds weird because, like, dude, how can you not model a waterfall? But in terms of stuff that they do from, you know, geographical data, I don't think I've seen good ones yet. You know,
No.
on Bing, Google photogrammetry, stuff like that. The sensors they use just don't capture it. So they basically have to model it manually, and they didn't yet.
Well, congratulations, Conville.
But
Seriously?
Mick or Mike,
Dandy.
I think you are wrong. It's not photogrammetry here. This is only texture. Photogrammetry is only for cities.
I know. I meant about the waterfalls. Obviously, you're right. Yeah, that's orthophotography. That's just aerial photos. So that's
Yeah, genau. It's texture from the ground.
But with just the texture, you basically have no chance of capturing waterfalls at all. Because the type of solutions they use to get the elevation data, well, they're not going to catch anything that's vertical, obviously. So waterfalls out of the question. It's
I'm
just
not
too small of an
stalling.
object. The type of grid you get with digital elevation models just doesn't capture it. And you're obviously not going to see it on photos captured from above. They have to do photogrammetry and figure out modeling flowing water.
In this case, I have a question. Is the textures from Bing Maps when I'm
Depends on what you're using. There's a replacement mod. Some code
yeah,
wizard.
but my question is the using of Bing Maps live? They are streaming the Bing Maps, or they are using a stand from a point from 2 years ago, or what else?
Definitely streaming. If you go online.
Really? No.
connect-
I don't think so.
No
You're sure?
real-time data.
I have.
It's a pre-established database, but it's streaming in the sense that it's not
It's access
coming to
live.
you. for free.
A good example is my home base, the airport of Leipzig, and the data from the ground textures are from 1 year ago.
Well, yeah, but that's the case
So,
for
but
everything.
if you are flying with the flight simulator, the textures are not from this year or last year. They are older. So
Yes.
that's the reason why I suppose they don't using the actual years in Bing Maps. They don't stream the actually Bing Maps. They use the data from 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah,
they
it's part
have
of
a
their pre-built
separate
database.
database, like a data dump from Bing from a certain data set from a time period. So not the most
Yeah,
recent
that's a
data
shame.
from Bing.
That's a shame. They have the chance to use the actual database,
That's
But they
and
have to
they don't use it.
they
I
try
think
to
this is
fix
a-
it a little bit where possible, where clouds are, that kind of thing.
And it may be an issue of price, as the older the data is, the cheaper usage is from Microsoft.
Willi, kannst du mir, du bist aus Deutschland, oder? Willi, kannst du dein Mikrofon ein bisschen lauter stellen? Du bist so leise.
Okay.
Danke dir. Sorry for speaking in German.
I'm
Oh,
so
I
sorry.
understood. I don't speak German much myself, but I understood.
And
But you like
thank you,
it.
Bingham. I appreciate it, buddy. That's
I
great.
suppose.
You got it, man.
Everybody likes to speak in German. No?
Or yell things like Rettungswagen.
It has its purposes.
Yeah.
I love the long words. Spaces are optional for you guys.
And, you know, Einsatzgruppen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fan favorite, definitely. Yeah, of course.
The only German word I know is Einsatzstrasse.
What?
Einsatzstrasse? Hey, something like
Well,
that.
that
dude.
fits.
Hey,
That fits.
I saw a sign that said one-way street, and I was like, I know that one.
Yep, Einbahnstrasse.
Einwegstrasse.
The guns Baustellen here mit Einbahnstrasse.
Oh, very good, very good.
Ich arbeite bei Fabima. Wir machen die Ampel, the mobile Verkehrsampel for.
Oh, he spilled the wine.
No, because I managed to drink it before that.
That's
Makes
like
my
the
hands
last
steadier.
Bingham, you need an anchor or something there, buddy.
Oh, no. Alright. Slowing down. Gain some altitude.
This aircraft's not rated for these kind of flight maneuvers.
There's an anchor. I
Reminds
just
me
threw
a
it
little
up.
bit of I-70 going through the mountains in Colorado.
This is a nice little valley to fly down. Oh, I missed the bridge. That was too low.
Oh, there's a bridge?
It was very low.
It was small.
Oh, okay.
I'm not even sure you can taxi through it.
Ooh, that is low. Oh, yep, I think I just flew over it.
It's getting a little bit misty here.
Yeah, just a little bit of a low-hanging cloud.
A little town.
I think everybody's textures are looking a bit healthier now.
Yeah, this looks much better.
What is that up there?
Yeah, I only now started understanding what you guys are talking about. I'm entering the bad zone. I guess I can still take some good shots if I look back. God, it looks awful. This is on
Maybe there's a
vertical
secret
level.
base there and
so
they're not
bad.
allowed to put new data there.
I think a lot of it has to do with just how poorly snow-covered landscapes show up in aerial photography. You get that sun glare off of the snow, it makes it look washed out. It's just, all in all, not a very pretty sight.
Yeah, makes sense. That's probably it.
Ride this valley all the way down the coast.
Hello, IMC.
Yeah, clouds are starting to gather in here.
There's some bridges here, but much too low.
Some nice mountains coming up ahead though, where you got a lot of tree cover going up and some rocky peaks.
Yeah, it looks really good.
We've set the bar real low by passing over that lake.
Let's be on the look for these bridges.
Looks like a canal right here.
Yeah.
Dug out.
Very light blue water.
Wonder if it's a bypass. They might have like a dam on the river. Further back up.
Oh, there's a dam here. Got it. Power dam.
So I guess this is the bypass case the river backs up.
Missed that bridge.
How are the chips?
Could have made that one.
Pretty good,
Fun.
I guess.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, there it is. Can't get under that bridge.
What can I say? It's cold up here with all the snow. I need nutrition.
Could have got under that one. See, there's another one over here. Yeah, not getting under that one.
Are you sure that's brandy or not? Wine, not brandy? Was it delivered to you by a massive dog carrying around his collar?
That's for the Switzerland fly-in, and that's probably an idea for the future unless I missed it.
We've done some alpine flying, mostly in Italy, but we can probably make it over to the Swiss-Austrian Alps at some point.
I don't think there's any more bridges for that one. I think that one was it. Oh, there's one right there. Yeah, of course. It's okay. There will be more.
The color correction is really doing crazy things up here on Bang. Snow's really all colors of the rainbow. I've got green snow, yellow snow, orange snow.
As long as it's not yellow. I think that was funny.
It's probably yellow too. I'm not going down there.
Got a nice confluence of what looks like 4 rivers or 3 rivers.
Yeah. I see it on the little nav map there.
Before waypoint 34, right?
40.
40. God.
You're really falling behind.
Oh, God. Damn.
Oh, bridge.
Oh yeah, there's a bridge. Just got it.
Plane's lying to me. It's
Where are you guys at?
7
Coming into 40?
110.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna attempt it.
2 bridges.
I'm back at 39.
Yeah, the left-hand bridge looks like maybe it's doable. I couldn't tell if that was a visual wall or not on it.
Alston Valley.
Another bridge coming up here between 40 and 41. I don't think anybody's gonna make it under that one. That's a little low.
Yeah, that was too low.
Yeah, I clicked one.
I don't think I'd have got the tail through it.
Where the bridge is at? That's a bridge. I ain't going through that. There's a bridge. Oh, I'm at the wrong angle. It's alright, we're making it. It sounded like my wheels touched, but who knows? It sounded like my wheels touched the water.
Okay, they're clean now.
Getting rid of that excess gravel. That was too low. Didn't make it. Aborted at the last moment.
And the Maule River is going to dump out into was it Colbun Lake,
How low
which
is
is
that one?
just past 41. We'll fly out over the lake and then make a right-hand turn into SCSK. Runway
Oh!
heading is going to be
Nope, clipped it. No, sir.
36. So basically north-south there.
Clipped that one pretty good.
Big old cave on the left. Just trees.
It looks like it might be a cave.
Trees. It's all green.
Okay.
I got
There's
excited.
a little island right here. It's kind of neat. Bit of a note at this last airstrip, the approach is going to be somewhat obscured by some trees, but if you see the tree line just past the road, just on the other side of those trees, it's just a narrow little tree, a lot of trees. Right past it's going to be the threshold. Grass field, but they got the numbers marked on the thresholds.
This full stop.
Final stop.
Copy that.
Made it with 10% fuel left. say made it in illustrative terms, considering I didn't exactly land there as much as foam.
Well, it was a great flight. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks everybody for joining. Hope the views were good for the most part, except for right up there at the top.
Hey, take care, guys.
Yeah. See you later. See you next week. Hopefully.
See you next week.
Unfortunately, I won't be able to see you guys next week, but I'll try to pop in and say hello and voice while out in the field.
Is it Point Mugu or Point Mugu?
Point Mugu.
You still got my info from last time, Bingham? Several months ago.
I'll be sending you a code and a link.
Okay, I found a bug. I tried to submit my pirate report, but it doesn't work. Yes. Where was my money?
This was you're trying to file a pilot report on this flight?
No, not really. It was a joke.
Well, I'm not paying you.
I enjoyed the flight. Very nice area. And I love the flying with more than 20 people, but not more than 30.
I think this is the right size group, I think, is where
yes,
we're
yes,
at.
It
is.
About 20.
Well, that was fun. Appreciate the flight.
Yeah. See you around.
See you next time.
See you next time. Bye.
Dankeschön. Tschüss.
It was a pleasure. See you next time. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye. I'm going to see you at the next event.
See you.